Sickids.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kat.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And today we're reviewing Gravity Rush.
And we're not talking about your fat mama.
For the PlayStation Vita.
Remember to like the video, and Jay, remember to subscribe, because you're on the show. You should be subscribed to the show.
I'm subscribed, I checked.
Thank God. So Jay is our PS Vita expert, and he's the only one that played the game.
You played it a little.
I played a little, but Jay will be doing a true review here.
In Japan, it's known as Gravity Daze.
In Paris, it's known as Gravité Rouge.
The writer of it is the writer of the original Silent Hill, which is really neat.
It's very awkward and weird and kooky.
And it's cel-shaded, which I guess makes it look really interesting and like a comic book.
Yeah, actually it's really like a comic book because the cutscenes actually go onto the Vita screen, but what's unique about it is when you change the screen's angle, the comic book moves with it, and it's kind of like 3D. It's
That's
really
really
cool.
cool.
It was made in Japan. Everything's Japanese, and it just has like the subtitles, so it's a very Japanese game. If you're not the type of person that likes to play those like imported Japanese games, then don't go near it because you'll be very frustrated.
If you don't like rice, this won't be nice.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See?
The name of the girl is Kat.
So it takes place in this weird town called, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Hekseville. Just this floating town, and it's in the air, and you don't know what's going on. And you actually play a character named Kat.
Cat.
Oh,
Spelled
Kat.
the same way with a K.
And you have this little kitten that actually follows you around. She asks the cat questions, and it just answers by going, meow, meow.
That happens to me in real life.
Yeah.
What is the gameplay? You can obviously manipulate gravity in some sort of way.
So what's really unique about the game, and I really like this, is it uses the gyroscope and the motion controls in the Vita, and it's a huge part of the gameplay. In fact, it's the best part of the gameplay. You basically hit the R button on top of the system, and it puts you into the air, and you're floating around, and what's unique about it is you move the system around. As you move, her body shoots in different directions. It flies over to that building and lands on it, and what's amazing is now she's standing horizontally on the building, and her hair is faced towards the ground. Then they introduce all of this combat. Now you're in the air, firing kicks to the ground. It's almost like Devil May Cry. You can also pick up objects by hitting the circle button. Now for the touchscreen controls, you put 2 thumbs on there, and she does this cool glide thing. So if you go up on the side of a building, you can glide down the side of it.
I heard it has an open world sort of concept.
Yes, basically the city opens up based on how much you do in the city. Grinding missions where you go and get like diamonds there or whatever they want you to do and repair something in the city. Now you go around and collect these purple diamonds. And what the purple diamonds do, they let you actually level up your character, Kat. So in real life, you get like, say 100 pumpkin rubies, and then your farts smell worse. So in the game you can upgrade the amount of gravity, how fast she actually flies to the wall, how fast she falls to the ground, all sorts of things. I think you need to download the demo if you have the Vita, because that's it's going to make you decide if you're going to buy the game or just play the demo.
I have a question.
Yeah, but
Why are you doing these quests in the city? Why are you repairing all this stuff?
there's another girl that's flying around. She has this evil crow, it looks like, and she has the same Krill. She has the same abilities as Kat has. But Kat doesn't know where she is, why she's there, and all of the people in the city are asking for help. And this is where the game kind of loses points for me, because it's so Japanese that unless you're really into like anime feeling,
Square watermelons.
it's very kooky. It's like very weird. It didn't translate as well as I thought it would over here.
In Japan, it's getting 9s and 10s out of 10.
Well, in Japan,
Here, it's getting mixed.
It's like one of those games that you either are gonna probably love it or not gonna play it at all.
What's the sound like?
The sound is kind of annoying because it's the same score playing over and over while you're walking around the city collecting things. I did think to myself like, I've heard this enough. Come on, something new. The audio again is kind of, it's not really spectacular. I think they could have went really nuts when you're wearing the headphones with all the like sound effects of air rushing by you.
So overall, what would you give it out of 10?
So overall, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's one of those games that you have to really probably play the demo before you actually go out there and purchase it. But I have to admit, I do play it and get like a real joy out of playing this game. But the problem is, it's just something is really missing from it. I think really it's the story. You can't really connect to it.
Well, just learn Japanese.
She's like,
Easy.
she like jumped out of like one of those kooky Japanese shows. But some of the things I liked about the game is definitely the gameplay itself. It's really cool to fly around. It is difficult at times. The combat is very simple combat. You only have one kick button at the beginning. Just one of those Japanese things. If you really like the demo, and you're thinking like, oh, this is really fun, then buy the game, but buy it in retail. Don't download it because you might want to still return it or trade it in to somebody. So that's what I think about the game.
That's what he thinks.
You heard it here first. If you want to follow Jay Hooft on Twitter, you can, and he'll keep you up to date with PS Vita games. Also, he has a blog. Jay Hooft has issues, demonology.org.
I don't have Twitter.
You know what? You're gonna have to bend over and take the
You're gonna have to
I
bend
don't want
over
Twitter.
and
I'm
start
not
the
that
twat.
interested.
But you don't get it.
How about you go under a fake Twitter name and just start using it
I
and
have a
follow
fake Twitter name.
Oh,
bitch! Hold it out! It reminded me of like the first time I played Devil May Cry.
Cool. And I heard it's a little bit has
That was good, right?
No, that's good. It's ended.